Hey guys, this is Pedro back with another interview covering VCT EMEA Stage 1. For this occasion, I'm here accompanied by MrFaliN of FUT Esports, who are coming off of a lower bracket finals loss to fnatic, to thus get eliminated from the competition, but they still qualified for Master Shanghai. Uh, Still, first covering this result, MrFaliN. I mean, obviously, it's a look knowing fnatic. I mean, it was only a matter of time for them to like make another comeback in another map in another series. So, I mean, how are you taking in this kind of loss for you?
Well, they might be the best comeback team in the world, maybe, probably, but I think we just sleep a little bit on the BVs right now because they didn't took it. We just give it the BVs map, and everyone just knows that. Like we just give too much clashes, too much 2 versus 1, 3 versus 2, and we just if you just make personal mistakes and we lose the batch on BVs, but on split we figured them too late. By the way, we know what are they doing exactly, but it didn't work out on the overtime.
Yeah, I was just about to ask you about biggest issues, and you already touched upon that. What do you think caused these issues to happen in the first place? In those maps that kind of ended up in a loss.
Like what? Like what? Sorry.
Like biggest issues that caused the team to lose. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's not important like our stress, by the way. We just lose picked one by one. We didn't communicate each other at that rounds. Like we just give too many 2 versus 3. I don't know, maybe 3 versus 2 rounds. But the big issue was we didn't communicate each other at that time. It was 2 versus 1, and we picked one by one, and we died. That's our big issue on the clutches.
Yeah, because that did happen, especially at the very end, and also in the second half of Split. Chronicle winning those two clutches at the start of the second half, and then that kind of started the whole comeback from Fnatic. And I mean, what was your point of view like on that those two plays? And how that kind of then affected the rest of the map.
I think him clutches. We knew he was very low HP, and we still give the clutch for him. And everyone just say, "Oh, guys, he just 1 HP and just he killed it. Ah, what a lucky guy!" But he took 2 important very clutches on the match, and that was a big round for them. And they just opened the whole game. And we say, "Okay, guys, you might be doing maybe a lot of mistakes, and that's why we lose the round." But it wasn't that. It just chronicled like he just take 2 low HP clutches and he just won the game himself.
Well, knowing Chronicle, he's one that is very familiar with making clutches, and unfortunately, he did the same to you guys. But of course, one can only do but move forward and just learn from these mistakes. Um, of course, this is not the first time that you guys face Fnatic. Talking about this stage, you faced them earlier on in the regular season, beating them 2-0. What do you think was the difference between that match and today?
First match we just anti-strat them, and we knew how to play against them, but they didn't anti-strat us in the first match, and we know that. And the game style was upon them. But this match they really just, I think probably maybe every time they just anti-strat us in pistols and maybe in some rounds. They're really good anti-strat us, and we couldn't any response on that. And on the bind side, I'm just happy to lose on bind, by the way, because our defensive side, we see our defensive side is very bad
Mhm.
because of them. I'm just thanks to Fnatic for that right now. It's just beating us in bind really good. Yeah, I think the second match they just really good unstart on us, and we just couldn't respond on the mid game.
What was it like facing off against, Boaster as IGO versus IGO, and given the things that you talked about, in anti-threatening you guys for this match, how did you view your kind of mind game kind of match with him?
I think it's just not an RGLing thing because everyone in the team and it's against Fnatic too. They're just taking infos from all the maps. So RGL just taking all the gathering infos himself and just guys, okay, if they're doing this, just let's do this. But I think this time there was a stronger there because they just give a lot of fake on the fake infos and we just get them. That's I think why I just win today.
Okay. I understand that, and as I said at the start of this conversation, I mean, this is it's not like this is the end of the road for this foot team. You guys have another chance this time in Shanghai as one of the teams that qualified for that event as the third seed. I mean, what do you think are the biggest lessons you and the rest of the team will learn from competing in playoffs, competing in MEA for China?
Well, at the beginning, we just want to all play 5 maps today, by the way, because we're gonna go Shanghai and we have to see all of maps and what are we doing on the maps. It was very important, but we couldn't see Ascent, and it might be a little lost for us. But we always try new things, and we're gonna try new things on Shanghai too, because everyone on the team just taking time for the champions.
Mm.
Okay, Shanghai is a big tournament, but everyone just want to go champions, and this is our goal. So probably in Shanghai, we just gonna try ourselves in different maps, maybe different comps. I don't know, but we're gonna just get into it. Maybe in bind defense side, we're gonna just have new things because we couldn't hold it. We have to try new things on bind like that. And on BVs, we know how to play. We never played BVs, by the way. Like we don't have any BV strat. We're just taking default characters and just playing them. There is no strat. There's nothing. Thing. Just every time mid rounds, mid calls. That's all.
Mm.
I think on the BVs we just knew that, guys. Okay, we lose the match, but why? And we know that because everyone just make little mistakes, pick one by one, and that was our mistake. I think we can, if we figure that out, like if we can communicate each other in the mid game very well, and maybe on the clutches we can just give a perfect info for the other teammate. I think it might be better us, and we know that. I think we can make it good maybe on Shanghai, but I don't know. Maybe it can be on CP too. We're gonna see it.
It's interesting listening to you say that because I remember I talked to you after you guys got eliminated last season in the EMEA League. I believe you guys finished fourth, and you kind of said that you guys were approaching Tokyo as like a test run for champions because of course the main thing is champions. Uh, and to see you um, talk about this, it kind of wants me to see how you kind of compare this year's roster to last year's roster. Of course, you guys brought in new teammates in CNET and Yeduje. I might be pronouncing that wrong, but sorry about that. But yeah, what do you think? What was the biggest thing that the team adjusted from having the 2023 roster and this year's roster?
I think last year we had like the other team missed not coming the old one, the 2022 last game year. I think that team was a very speculative game plan, and the other teams like Fnatic, that was the best year for Fnatic, I guess, for last year. But that was like a very good team from last year, and we know just ourselves incapable and what we can do last year. But this year we just thought, guys, I think we have bad on kickoff, but and last while we are playing split one, we said, guys, we weren't bad on kickoff. The other teams are very bad. We were just very good, and we just keep grinding on the split one. I think this year we are just now of capable, like it's gonna be higher than this. Last year maybe it was there, but I think this is gonna be this, and we're gonna reach up there right now. We are trying up here right now. That's the biggest difference from last year because the new two members, like one last champion, last 2021, he has a good experience. He just played like very good RG and a very good team, and we have a one young fresh blood. So he's trying to opening everything. He's just learning himself. Maybe sometimes he's teaching himself. He's just grinding too. The all team members are just evolving right now. But on the TV core, we just keep the TV main core on the team, and that main core just around the new two teammates. That's why we're just doing better right now. I think we might be better than this, by the way, but we gotta work hard. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are definitely continuing to work hard, and it's showing results. In making masters in the first place. First step to then returning to champions. Now going over to Shanghai. One more question before I wrap it up. More so, just your expectations for the team over there, and also in addition to that, do you have a team that you most definitely want to face? Has there been a team that kind of caught your attention outside of EMEA that you feel you want to face?
Well, last year was we all wanna play against Lord, but I think this year we might against play Lord, but Lord didn't make it in the Shanghai, so we're gonna be upset. But other than that, I really don't have anything, any team to, I don't know, like beat or face against. We're just gonna play ourselves again on Shanghai, and we're gonna try Needs again on Shanghai, and it might be open a new door for us for champions. I don't know.
And hopefully, you guys will rebuild the momentum despite this loss from now until Shanghai. Mr. Fallon, thank you so much for taking the
Okay.
time for the interview once again. I
Okay.
really appreciate it, and best of luck going forward.
Thank you. Thank you very much.